All right, guys.
All
This
right,
is
guys. This is what. All right, guys. We are here in the park of Hyde Park. Is it Hyde Park? Isn't it?
Hyde Park.
Yeah, we are here in Hyde Park, London, and this is TAT channel, and we are basically talking about many arguments, many facts, many
Random stuff.
random stuff.
Random stuff.
So this is our first video, so we're gonna be a little bit starring or stuff like that. So the main argument is how people say love as a not meaningful word. So we have here Ashiko with us today. So he is one of our friends, and basically we're gonna talk about, like, how do you say, like, there are many people who says love as a
Yeah, they say love all the time, like I love
Yeah.
you, but they don't actually mean it, or like they get used to it. It becomes a habit when they say I
Exactly.
love you.
Exactly. So, like, habitual saying of love, usually, like, people don't mean it, innit? So many times it's a how you say, it's a misused word or something,
It's an
like
overused.
overused word. Like, in general, like, people say, oh, I love you, this and that. Like, many girls in general, female, they say, oh, I love you,
Guys as well.
guys as
And
well.
basically, like for example, if we are talking about family, some people don't say it enough. Even if they don't mean it, sometimes it's nice when to hear like I love you from a family member as well.
Sure.
And
Yeah, I mean, many families, for example, cultural families as well, they don't say, okay, I love you. They just don't say enough. Like, many kids, they don't grow up with the love as a basic word in general. Like, they don't hear a lot.
but it's just words though at the end, no?
Do you think so? Because many people, like, recently I've just seen many articles saying, like, kids, they don't like, kids, they grow up without, like, loving parents in general. They end up, like, I don't know.
They end up doing drugs. They go to
Yeah. They end up doing, like,
No.
something different. They end up, like,
Some of them are successful, yes, and
Yeah.
some of them have better connection with their families. For example, there are people. There are okay. Let me give you an example without saying any names. Right. There are families where they say I love you a lot. They're like super open to each other. What happens is when the kid grows up, right? They are usually really close to their parents. They tell them everything. It's nice, but and also like they get to experiment with their life as well. They get to become, or like their parents are really supportive, right? Those are the good parts, right? But there isn't how should I say much of support from their parents aside of like being like emotionally there, but not when it like in other ways. And for example, let's just say in an Asian family, people usually don't say I love you. Like, it's very very rare, right?
not only Asians, let's say, even African parents, or
Yeah, Arab parents
Many
as
other
well.
parents, like
yeah, they don't
rich parents as
openly
well.
say I love you.
yeah, we
to
can
their
say
children.
about the rich parent as well. Sometimes they don't, like, basically, I've heard many stories from some of my friends, and I've seen many rich kids, like, growing up throughout my life. So I've seen, like, many times they just end up, like, being alone by themselves in their houses, just playing games, and, like, moms just come up and, like, say, oh, did you eat something? And they said yes, but just because, like, they didn't, like, they just had the money for it, and they just said, oh, right, yeah, I just ate this and that, and you gave me the money for it, and that's it. Like, many parents are like that. Like, rich parents are usually, they don't say I love you or something like that, or even if they say it, like, they don't mean it. Like, many times they just abandon their kids. Like,
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I guess, like, I've seen many parents like that. Even there was one of my friend who used to be, like, hanging around many times and playing games,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to be, like, every time, like, saying, like, Oh yeah, like I've seen him like a lot, and many times he was like misbehaving, stuff like that in school and stuff like that. And I used to say to him like, why you do that? And he just said like most of the time my dad and mom, they're not like, they're always fighting, and they just don't love each other, so they just say words and they just end up like abandoning like the whole family and just that. So I don't know.
But it's not only like rich people, also like let's just say in an Asian household where everyone is poor, they still wouldn't say I love you, but they would like show it through their actions, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Like gifts. Yeah.
Not really
Asian
gifts,
parents
like gestures and basically kind gestures.
All right. Kind gestures. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can say that, but even
I mean, you can literally like
Yeah.
they wouldn't just say I love you to their children, but they would literally do almost anything for their children. They, I don't know. It's like people depends how, like where they are raised, their environment as well.
So
And
you think like it's more like some children, they just learn to say I love you in general, like, or even they mean it, but they learn it from school,
yes,
like not only like parents or like families, or how do like
yeah,
they
they
even,
learn it based on their environment
Yeah.
and how they are raised. For example, if a child grows up and then from their parents, like let's just say they never say I love you to each other, and if they, let's say, have a family in the same environment, most likely they're gonna become like their parents. But let's just say the child grow up without hearing I love yous to their from their parents, and they grow up somewhere else later, they meet different kinds of people where they do say that a lot. They'll also change. It depends, strictly depends on the environment. And there's another aspect to it aside of family. Usually who would you hear like saying I love you a lot? It's couples, right? Married
Sure.
people in relationship and all that.
Mm.
I feel like it's an overused word. Not every day you wake up you're like I love them so much I have to say it. Yeah, you love them to a degree, but it's like love can't be quantified, right? You love them to a degree, yes, maybe not as much as the day before or the day after.
You said like can't be quantified or can't.
It can't be
Like
quantified.
it's just yeah, because it's just an emotion, innit? Like love
It's just
is like,
yes. Sometimes it's like
it's like
really,
manifestation of an emotion. So
yeah.
like,
Sometimes it's really like deep. Sometimes it's not. You can say I love you to basically anyone, a friend, a relationship, a partner, basically anything.
yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to it is that sometimes in, let's just say, two people are in a relationship, they say I love you a lot even when they don't mean it. Like, yeah, they love them, but not exactly like how they say any other time. For example, let's just say someone just woke up, right? They're texting their girlfriend or boyfriend and they're saying I love you. They don't mean it like as before when they're actually having a romantic moment and she actually means it from the heart.
Yeah.
They say it a lot, but I feel like it's an overused word sometimes.
Yeah. When you wake up and you see like a love you text, you'll be like, nah,
Oh,
like,
she
let
loves
me get my coffee first, then.
Yeah,
And I'll be
exactly,
like,
exactly.
They'll be like, yo, where's my coffee at?
There's a
I love my
difference
coffee.
between,
I love my coffee first, then I love you.
Yeah, exactly. There is a difference.
Where's my espresso, man? Where's my fucking coffee?
There is a difference to saying I love you when you guys, let's just say, in a date or like having a romantic moment in a romantic evening. That's different from saying like randomly on a random night after like hanging out with each other, maybe online or like in real life, just randomly saying oh yeah I love you. Those are very two different kind of I love yous. Then there's also like to a friends like yeah my friend I love you. That's also different, right?
I think that it's different as well. Like when you think about it online, like in general, when you text someone and they say I love you, it doesn't mean anything as well, because online even mostly people, like, they don't mean anything when they write online some stuff like deep stuff or other emotional stuff. When they just text it like I like you, this and that, I love you, or I adore you, you can say that, but
No, I
many
feel like
times they
love
just
is a
say
strong
that,
word,
yeah,
but
they just
people
say
use
it like
so
that.
much
Yeah,
that,
it becomes like
it
became
becomes normal.
Yeah.
It becomes like it doesn't feel as strong anymore.
Yeah,
Because people overuse it too much.
yeah, and also like online you can say like I love you, and you can just text back like a fucking heart emojis or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
And other times when people use the word literally way too much, but it's not literal.
yeah, it's not literally, like literally it's not.
Yeah, but
It's
they
not,
use it too much.
yeah, like became like a buzzword or something. Like these are buzzwords or almost like, how do you say, like, you know, buzzwords, like
Yeah.
words like used for no reason, like, yeah. So you can imagine that, like,
I would say not many people knows these kinds of difference. They're like, they love me, it's fine, but it doesn't give the necessary emotions that you're supposed to feel
sure.
when you hear it too much.
Sure.
I guess anything when you get it for like too much, anything too much is like bad, whichever it is. You can't have too much money, you can't have too much of anything, because it's always gonna end up badly.
Yeah, I mean, this conversation about too much, you said, like, on many, see, yeah, you cannot have too much of everything is, it's just it's just an experience of how can I say that, like, there's nothing infinite, or how do you say infinito,
Infinite.
infinite, yeah. I just say that in Italian, so I just say infinito. There is nothing infinito in this life, so it's like, it doesn't make, it's gonna become boring in general, saying I love you this, I love you that. So I think that's it.
Your stage.
So alright guys, this is our interview. He is Ashiku, and he's gonna be coming back in the next videos. My name is Shihab, and this is TAT, and we're gonna be meeting each other. Subscribe if you can, and that's
Yeah, you just need a finger, to select, to push it. All right. By the way, we love Monster. We're drinking this the whole time.
Can I have a sponsorship from Monster,
yes,
please?
Monster, please. We need a sponsorship.
I need a sponsorship, please.
It's not because we want to drink.